Hey, what's going on YouTube? What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today, man? We're here with some more Steppenwolf, okay? This is going to be our third reaction to a Steppenwolf song. We've done Magic Carpet Ride. We did The Pusher, and now we're just checking out Snowblind Friend. All right, so I've done at least two songs on this channel that were written by Hoyt Axton, and I was told on my last Steppenwolf reaction, hey man, you've got to do another one that was written by Hoyt, and that is Snowblind Friend. A lot of comments, so thank you guys for commenting on the videos. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go ahead and check this one out. This is Snowblind Friend from Steppenwolf. Here we go. Gotta make sure we got it turned up.
You say it was this morning when you last saw your good friend lying on the pavement with the misery on his brain. Stoned on some new potion he found upon the wall of some unholy bathroom in some ungodly hall. He only had $1 to live on till next Monday, but he spent it all on comfort for his mind.
Oh.
Did you say you think he's blind?
Okay. So his friend's addicted and down with this drug stuff.
Someone should call his parents, a sister or a brother, and they'll come to take him back home on a bus. But he'll always be a problem to his poor and puzzled mother, and he'll always be another one of us. He said he wanted heaven, but praying was too slow.
Praying was too
So
slow.
he bought a one-way ticket on an airline made of snow.
Oh.
Did you
What
say
a way to write that.
good friend flying low, flying low, dying slow.
Flying low, dying slow. Oh, this rhythm
You
here.
say it was this morning when you last saw your good friend lying on the pavement with the misery on his brain. Stone on some new potion he found upon the wall of some unholy bathroom in some ungodly hall. He only had $1 to live on till next Monday. He said he wanted heaven, but praying was too slow. So he bought a one-way ticket on an airline made of snow. Did you say you saw your good friend flying low?
Dang.
Flying slow, flying low. Did you say you saw your good friend flying low? Dying slow, flying low, blinded by snow.
Dang, man. Okay, so I definitely get what's going on here. And as I was listening to the song, I was reminded by a comment that I had read on Pusher with Steppenwolf. So the comment was pretty much like, I guess there were a public outcry trying to push back against these heavier drugs that were ruining people, right? Because you started off with maybe some like cannabis, of course, acid was big, but I guess these weren't considered like um, drugs that were putting you down in the dumps. Although people did lose their minds with acid, right? There were people that lost it with acid alone. I'm thinking of like I think it was Sid Barrett with Pink Floyd, is one of the people who spaced out, just didn't ever come back down to the ground. But this I think is talking about other stuff. Definitely heroin, right? We talked about heroin on Pusher, but is he talking about cocaine? Because Snowblind, um, I'm thinking the white stuff, man, but I don't know, right? That was called snow or booger sugar, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if that's kind of part of the reference that's going on here. I'll take a look into it, but I like the writing in this song, man. I mean, he's talking about he paints a vivid image in the first verse about the guy being out of his mind, right? Trying to escape the misery on his brain type of deal. Um, and he's out there just kind of spacey, man. You can't really communicate with them. That's the imagery I get with this song is the guy that's out there, maybe a friend that you knew before they got into some hardcore drugs, and afterwards the change that it does to them, and how they're no longer really the same, and they're always pushing for that fix. His friend had $1 to his name because everything he's spending to get away from his pain pretty much, right? And then the second part, how he's talking about he wanted to get to heaven, but it took too long praying. So he got there the other way. He was getting there through his fix, man. Um, that was kind of crazy. Talking about flying low, dying slow, man. He really writes it really well to where it's expressing exactly what is going on with this song, but in like almost vivid imagery. I like it. And something totally relatable. As far as the music, I almost got like definitely like some softer rock vibes, but really some country vibe. I got a little bit of country in there. I don't think that was necessarily the intention, and I'm only speaking from obviously my relation with country music. Gave me a little bit of a country vibe. Like I said, I doubt that was intentional, so it's probably not even in the credit of what the genre would be, and I totally understand that. Just saying, I felt a little bit of that. This is a little bit about what was going on. It's talking about the album here, Steppenwolf 7, I think it was. So, while the album features Steppenwolf's trademark rock and roll sounds, none of the songs were able to make the top 40. The album featured a cover of Hoyt Axton's Snowblind Friend, their second cover of one of his anti-drug songs, the first being The Pusher, along with Who Needs Ya. It was one of two singles from the album which made the charts but fell short of the top 40. So there's no link here to Snowblind Friend, only The Pusher. But yeah, there you go. It's anti-drug songs. I would like to know specifically maybe what Hoyt had in mind when he wrote Snowblind Friend as far as the drugs he was pushing back against. Okay, here we go. So this says Snowblind Friend was written by Hoyt Axton, who first released it on his 1969 album. The song is about one of his friends who succumbed to a drug overdose. Unlike the many songs that glamorize drug use as part of rock and roll lifestyle, there is no glory in this story. As we hear about the troubled addict getting high in some unholy bathroom in some ungodly hall, and how his friend who found him dead must now tell his family. Axton had his own drug problems, and did what he could to warn of the danger. See, I think that's an important thing to do, man, when people have been down that rough road, and to warn others, man, you might be able to save somebody. You're not gonna save them all. I remember being young and getting really good advice at different points in my life from people and not taking it. And looking back as an adult and saying, I wish I would have, but that's the cycle, right? Most of us are going to have to learn many of the lessons of our lives through our own mistakes, right? You can't just take someone else's word for it a lot of the time, or maybe it's just me and my lack of brain power. But I learned it through messing up a lot. And unfortunately, some people, we can make the same mistake, but get this different outcome. And that's the terrible thing about life sometimes is, I think back to when I was really young and dumb and traveling with some substance in my car, and I got pulled over, and I was sweating bullets that if I got caught, I would do some serious time at that point in my life, because I was already 18 years old, and I had a substantial stuff with me, and I knew that if I got caught, I'd be done for life. But that same situation where the cop really just scolded me and talked down to me, but ended up letting me go. That same situation in an alternate universe or in somebody else's position and they get searched, they're doing years behind bars. And that's the bad thing is the consequences of our actions aren't always the same consequences. We can do the same thing and different people get a different result, and that sucks, right? That sucks. So that was a pivotal point in my life that I actually changed the whole trajectory of my life was that cop stop where I didn't get caught. But if I did, my life would be vastly different. I know I wouldn't be here in front of you guys today. I'd be struggling very much so in my life. That's just crazy. But those moments, man, are so pivotal. And I like that he's using a pivotal moment in his life to try to warn others. It's what we do, right? And we just got a little bit of stuff here saying that the song was released in 1970 and it's, or not the song, but the album in whole was released in 1970. And the album is listed as psychedelic rock, blues rock, hard rock. So there we go, guys. A little bit of what is going on here. And no other song that I've reacted to is on this album, it looks like. No Magic Carpet Ride or the Pusher. Okay, so there we go. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction, man. Thank you for tuning in. It really means a lot. It really does. So thank you. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe. Check out the descriptions down below for the ways you can help the channel. Consider becoming a channel member here on my YouTube or Patreon. That'd be awesome. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.